G'day and welcome back to the channel, Ginger Ninja's Movie Reviews. I am the Ginger Ninja and I am here with a very special movie review. That's right, I am looking at a film called The Jester. You can see in the background there. This is actually my DVD copy right here. I'll pop it up on the screen just in case you can't see it too well. A lot of posters inside, or a lot of advertising for other films, including Slaughterhouse, Devil Conspiracy, which is another one I reviewed. This is actually one that actually won this, so I'm going to get straight into it. And just so you're aware, there may be spoilers ahead. This is a very recent film, so if you haven't seen it, you have been warned. Anyway, let's get on with it. Now, the movie The Jester came out in 2023. It was directed by, and I apologize if I'm pronouncing this wrong, Colin Crawchuk. The film stars Michael Sheffield, Layla Symington, Delaney White, and many more. Now, the plot itself, a malevolent being known as the Jester terrorizes the inhabitants of a small town on Halloween night, including two estranged sisters who must eventually come together to defeat this evil entity. Now, look, straight off the bat, you look at this film and you think this is a blatant cash-in on the success of Terrifier and Terrifier 2, right? Well, you're not wrong. It definitely is. However, it's also done in the same way that any other film is influenced by other films of the same or similar genre. Check out, there's usually Russia films that happen, like Deep Impact and Armageddon. Or this year we have a whole host of spider-related, killer spider-related films. You've got Arachnophobia, Sting. There's another French one I talked about the other day. I can't remember the name of it, but yeah, it just happens this way. Like, people get an idea for a film, they make the film, it's a success. Other people are like, well, what if I did this? And they build on that, and that's what happens. But how does this compare to Terrifier? Well, let's find out. Okay, so straight up we have the cast. Now, this is not a big budget film. It is not. So the cast do a mostly good job. Our main leads, Emma and Jocelyn, are fine in their respective roles as sisters separated from each other, the estranged sisters, and are now brought together by the death of their father. Michael Sheffield is hidden behind the mask of the Jester. So comparisons to Art the Clown are rather unfair, as he cannot convey or emote as David Howard Thornton does as Art the Clown. So comparing those two, I can get why there's a comparison, the look of them, but Michael Sheffield's physicality says it all in this film. He can't emote it the way David Howard Thornton does. He just can't. But physically, he does a fantastic job. And now on to the directing and the writing. And there are a few issues with the directing and camera work here. And one point that I really want to point out is there is a scene, I think about 20 minutes into the film, where the camera is focused on I think it's a TV, and it just pans down, only to be awkwardly pulled back up. It is really off-putting and a huge misstep in the camera work of the whole film. It really takes you out because it just feels forced. Whether that's, like I said, whether that's an issue with the editing or the camera work, whatever, but really stands out to me. Otherwise, the camera work is pretty good. The directing's fine. Cinematography is really effective as well. Writing-wise, it leaves a lot to be desired. There is really no story behind the Jester or why he is there. If you're going to try and take from Art the Clown, you got to give it a little more than just a similar feel. As a viewer, I was left wanting more of the story or origin behind, or even the reasoning behind the Jester, because I felt that was very lackluster. The ending as well, the way it ended just felt drawn out and just too happy. Now on to the effects. So, The effects, they're what you would expect from this type of film. They are few and far between though, and I'm assuming that's due to the limited budget of the film. So it's not an out and out gore fest, but the effects that they do use look good. Now, a big thing for me is rewatchability. And will I rewatch this? Not on its own. If, however, they do make a sequel and improve on this one by adding to the overall story, yeah, I definitely will rewatch this. Like I said, there are a few things wrong with the directing and the writing. Overall, though, it's not terrible. Okay, so wrapping it up with my final thoughts on this film. The Jester is a great villain. Just like Art the Clown is also a great villain. They do have that feel to them. Like, you look at that face, there is evil there. This is just not a great movie. Now, I can't put my finger quite on what it needs, but something is missing. It starts out with a lot of promise, but about halfway through the film just lost me. And like I said, that ending, the ending was a huge misstep for me. So overall, for a score, I would give this a 5 out of 10. Like I said, it's not terrible, but it's not great either. And it's just missing a few things. And that camera work really took me out. So yeah, look, I do want to say a big thank you. I did win this one, so thank you very much. I'll pop the link down below to their Instagram, so that way you can check out where I won this from. But other than that, look, if you haven't already, please do like this video, subscribe to my channel for future content, and of course, hit that notification bell so you're notified every time I do release a new video. But other than that, look, have a great day. Bye.